the topic of discussion is, are you busy though? And really talking about boundaries.
Thinking back to Ash's question, I don't think I have a problem setting boundaries. I have a problem for boundaries that people set for me. I don't like it.
Like, don't tell me what to do.
I don't like it.
I'll put myself in the box, but the second you try to do
that
it,
shit irks the
he said, I'm a dog, I'm a mutt.
Yeah.
I consider Michelle and Uncle Barack love forms.
Right. Oh, what?
Exactly. Thank you.
He said, what?
Mine's gonna be.
Keep it, leave it.
Let's get it on in.
Poppin'.
Well, hey y'all, we're back at it again on this beautiful Tuesday. Emphasis on the beautiful, because I think it was like 75. I might be jacking it oh so slightly, but it was in the 70s for sure.
This shit was looking like a pot of wrecking outside.
And you know it's warm out when the YNs be on their bikes in the street popping wheelies. So I was like, yes, the warmth has commenced.
Looking like a pot of wrecking.
With that hair.
My butter pecan pot of wrecking.
It sounds like you saying like a pot of Rican.
Oh, nope, just a pot of wrecking.
Now you have to clip that that TikTok of Puerto Rican with that hair. Ooh, Puerto Rican.
I'm crying.
You know what's crazy? I don't even know what y'all talking about.
What?
You've never seen the TikTok?
You know I haven't seen the TikTok.
Well, it's also...
He's heard it.
I mean, it's on TikTok, but it also made its way to Instagram. So you've definitely seen it on Instagram. It's with the little dog and the bob, and it's like, ooh, Puerto Rican with that hair. Puerto Rican.
That was just all me, original.
Nah, it's not original. Because
you heard it and you...
I was like, that's exactly how it goes in the video.
The same way that you were...
It's not like whoever said that is the only person to ever say Puerto Rican.
Yeah, but the way you said it, though, was exactly like the video. So you definitely have heard it. You probably just haven't fully seen it.
It's kind of like how you did the Harry Potter thing, and you didn't realize you was quoting Harry Potter.
When I do that?
Take it away, Ashley. Take it away.
Oh, that's the little Jamaican head. Mm-hmm. Well, I don't want to discriminate. He might have been Haitian.
I think he was Haitian.
Oh.
The shrunken head thing.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry for whatever.
He wasn't really giving Haitian to me, but maybe.
Yeah, maybe. But word, it's your boy Spence. Another Tuesday. Yeah, like Ash said, it was beautiful, very beautiful today.
Had my ankles out.
I'm about to say, like, you see the shorts, you see the cutoff t-shirt. Well, not the cutoff, just the t-shirt. We outside with it, yo.
T-shirt.
We outside with it. Oh wow! So we're gonna get a dad joke and a question of the day back to back. Fuck.
Well, I mean, I could interrupt the dad joke by also introducing a topic.
I gotta talk eventually.
Well, it's your turn.
Yeah, introduce yourself, and I'm gonna bring in the topic, and then you can go back to your dad joke.
Well, what about my question of the day? And on this day, you hate us.
He got back to back. That's what I'm saying.
Wait, I don't have on this day.
I was like,
question of the day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
but is the JDD dad joke?
What?
Remember Spencer named it last week, the JDJ?
Actually, that
Jacob's
was
dad
me.
joke. Oh.
yeah,
That's how I know y'all really hate me. Y'all heard it here first.
that's crazy.
And you seen it with your own eyes. You seen it.
Ew. All right. Well,
I gave credit where credit was due.
what's up, y'all? It's Mr. Brown Broken Guapo, 10 toes down, big head up. We here to take over the world. What up? And this week's JDJ brought to you by nobody, because no one wants to sponsor us yet. But if you would like to sponsor us, you could. The JDJ of the week can be brought to the people by you. So, why?
Out of all things, why does it have to be the JDJ is what they're sponsoring?
Why should you wear glasses in math class?
Why should you wear glasses in math class?
Anybody?
So you can see the problem?
Because of division. Division.
Wait, I don't get it. Division.
Division, glasses, division. You divide in math. Division. Division.
Question of the day.
I was like, just nod your head. Just nod your head and smile.
Oh man, look, everybody missed my dad joke.
Hallelujah.
Shame on them. Shame on you guys for being late because
It's
you missed my
alright.
dad joke.
I mean, technically, we a little tardy, but it's okay.
My bad. Life was lifing. All right. So that brings us to our question of the day. Given some things going on in the local Hartford businesses realm and things of that nature.
Sorry.
Do you guys think that loyalty should have a end time, like
An expiration?
Yes, an
I
expiration.
was like, express lane. Stop sign.
Do you guys think that loyalty should have an expiration?
No, that defeats the purpose of loyalty.
I think the only true expiration to loyalty is when that person has passed.
Fuck nigga.
Oh,
when they passed. Okay.
I was like, oh my gosh.
They gone.
I was like, damn, they still a fuck nigga in the grave.
That's
I mean,
nice.
was a fuck nigga, always a fuck nigga. But if you're loyal, you're not a fuck nigga. My fault.
But what if people are abusing that loyalty? Like y'all just loyal to a fault? Because I know some folks that loyalty has been their downfall.
I mean, you gotta have discernment always.
Yeah, I was gonna say like
When
I
they
think
fuck up, talk about it.
that part.
Boss lady.
Who that
His
is?
name Slickback.
Who that is?
Oh yeah.
Hi, boss lady.
Regional Queen Poodle. Sorry, go ahead.
Okay, but so if somebody fucks up, if somebody's
Like, hey, sir.
abusing your loyalty, y'all still gonna be loyal to them?
No.
Like
No.
at some point it has to. All right, y'all, we gotta have a conversation, and this is done. So loyalty does have an expiration.
Loyalty has an expiration when the person you're being loyal to fucks up. When they abuse it.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I was like, Law said it best on the red carpet. Believe them the first time when they show their ass.
Right.
So I think like when that moment comes, then that's when you have to use your discernment and your judgment to reevaluate the loyalty.
See, Shorty in the chat said loyalty has been her downfall. Hello, guys. You know what I mean? Like sometimes being a good person, that can only take you but so far.
Nah, I think
I mean,
being a good person is the baseline standard.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I was like, I feel like being a good person and having loyalty, I feel like is talking about like apples and pears here. Like they still come from a tree, but they different colors and shit. Let's see. Over time, I learned that yes, being loyal to fault is not always good, and as much as you want to be there for a person, you gotta put yourself first. I gotta take care of me first, Lucius. You gotta take care of me first.
Nah, facts. I mean,
He said it best.
what do you think? Like, does loyalty have an expiration date?
I feel like it sounds like you feel like it should have one, but I don't want to speak for your.
I feel like it not that it has an expiration date, but like I'm thinking of certain situations with me, right, where there were people that I was no longer on speaking terms with, but I was still loyal to them. Their secrets still remained with me. Like I didn't.
That's part of being a good person.
Right.
Yeah,
they
because it's
also didn't become an enemy because we were no longer friends. You get what I'm saying? And
So you just grew apart from them.
right. Well, we fell off.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And even in those negative times, the loyalty to that friendship, the loyalty to that person still remain. Now, within that loyalty, you still have to know boundaries, right? Because I'm not going to sync with you.
Is that loyalty? Because the captain should go down with the ship, no?
Maybe I wasn't a captain. Maybe I was just another sailor.
Oh, shit. Couldn't be me. No, I'm sorry.
Right. I'm the captain of this soul.
Ooh. If you know, you know. That was hard.
I knew he was going to be besides yourself for that one.
Man, that was a good one.
I guess I don't know.
Sorry.
Oh, man. Yeah.
So, I agree with what you're saying. I think for me, and this is my Aquarius coming out, y'all. Like, I also believe in when you have to like fully detach yourself, kind of like a pimp named Slickback was saying. Like, as much as you want to be there for that person, you really do have to put yourself first. And putting yourself first does not mean that you're in the wrong for doing that or you're being selfish, even though it might be viewed as selfishness. I think that if somebody is not seeing your efforts and that relationship is not being of equal yoke and reciprocity is not balanced, then yeah, like all along it's becoming one-sided, and no relationship, whether it's platonic or romantic, should be one-sided.
Boss Lady 1922 says my cutoff game is cold.
Okay. Shit. I was gonna say it takes a lot for me to, I would say, care than to not care, because like it just takes one time for you to show me and I'm feeling the vibe is not there. Ooh.
Mm-hmm.
Cut it
but
off.
You can still just because, I guess my point is, you could still fuck with somebody. You could still not fuck with someone and still be loyal to them.
I mean, I would say, like, if I'm not fucking with you, my loyalty is also not fucking with you. Like, I can still be cordial with you. I'm not wishing ill upon you, but like, I'm not gonna pick up the phone if you call me in the middle of the night and you like, oh, I need your help. I'll be like, you should have called the proper authorities, because I am not them.
Yeah, right.
Like, did you not call 911 first? Because my digits are a lot more than 911.
To me, is to a certain extent, just because you lost a friend doesn't mean you gained an enemy.
Yeah, but also with the boundary of like, you're not getting those friend privileges either.
And that's what I said about earlier, like knowing the right boundaries.
Yeah.
I hear you, but part of me is just like, if you're not with me, you against me, because it really ain't nothing to cut that bitch off. Like, because I'm a good person, self-proclaimed, and a real nigga at the end of the day, first. If we go our separate ways, like, I'm not about to air out your dirty laundry just because I'm not like that. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I could, but like I said, whatever loyalty, whatever faith, or whatever we had between us during our good times, I'm going to keep it at that.
Exactly. I don't wish you harm, but access to me is denied. And that is the truth right there, because people also think, and this is why I'm big on like, I also use discernment when it comes to like having those closure conversations and stuff like that, because if people still think they have access to you, like, I don't know what's going on in their head, but like, best believe, let's get one thing straight. The access is denied once we are no longer cool with each other like that. 'Cause, nah.
It depends how petty I'm feeling. Sometimes I want you to see that. Sometimes I open the blinds. You can see greatness.
Oh, no. Like, I think, like, for sure, like, you could definitely still see me, or like, I'm gonna make sure, like, even if you don't have access to me, but I still have access to people that I know have access to you, oh, for sure, I'm gonna make sure you see me through them. Yeah. But yeah, no.
Word. Well, I guess that was just my question of the day. Some things going on in, our society and, our community.
I was
made me want to just think, how far do you take loyalty? So that's my question of the day.
I mean, if we really truly bangings with each other, I'm gonna take that shit to the grave.
10 toes down, big head up. You're
Bet. So, what we moving to now?
You know what we moving to. It's not tomorrow. It wasn't yesterday. But it's on this day.
On this day.
Oh, all right. Falsetto.
Yeah. Bet. So, March 10th, 2026. On this day, we're going to take it back. Way back. There's a lot of shit that happened on this day. I ain't gonna hold you. So 1948, the U.S. Senate ratified the Treaty of Guadalupe Hidalgo, ending the Mexican-American War.
Oh, wow.
Like that. 1876, Alexander Graham Bell successfully transmitted speech over his telephone saying, "Mr. Watson, come here. I want to see you."
Wow.
First transmitted speech, y'all.
And now look at us today, just chattering it up on the
Podcasting to the folk. 1880, the Salvation Army was founded in the United States.
Oh, hey, Salvation.
1945, U.S. B-29 bombers launched a massive firebombing attack on Tokyo, killing an estimated 100,000 people.
Oh, wow.
We not new to this. We true to this. 1969, James Earl Ray pleaded guilty to assassinating Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. and was sentenced to 99 years in prison.
He ain't do that shit.
What?
Okay. Move it on.
Can't compute.
Mr. Umbrella Academy over here. Like, what you know we don't.
Right. Time travel or something.
1973, Pink Floyd's Dark Side of the Moon was released in the U.S. A lot of y'all be wearing that t-shirt and y'all have never heard that album, dweebs.
Because they just think it's cool.
You're like, oh my gosh, look at the triangle and the rainbow.
They're like, that's fun. Buy it.
Trendy. Thrift store. That probably has been in the Salvation Army more than most shirts.
Probably.
1977, astronomers discovered rings around Uranus. But yeah. 1940, Chuck Norris, American actor and martial artist. I meant to check that because 1940 long as hell ago.
Yeah, look at him.
Is he alive, Chuck Norris? Wow.
That'll put him around 80 something. Wait, Chuck Norris was born in 1940?
Yeah. It don't seem realistic, right?
What?
Google lying?
I mean, could be, but I'm pretty sure he's still alive.
No, he's definitely still alive.
But to be born
in 1940.
My grandma was born in 1941.
Oh. Okay. She's still alive?
Yes.
Okay. Was she black, though?
I mean, yes.
Yo, March 10th, 1940, that nigga was born.
Yeah, that's what I'm like.
Yo.
When I read it, I was like, damn, that's crazy, but okay, all right.
Yeah, I was like, my grandma about to be 85 this year.
1958, Sharon Stone, American actress, was born. And y'all, guess what today is actually? It's National Mario Day.
Yeah.
Oh, I peeped.
Yeah.
Get all your Mario games on sale.
Because Mar 10 looks like Mario.
Yep. If you're feeling froggy, I can send you my personal list of Mario games that I want. I'm just saying. I'm a gracious queen. I'll take whichever.
And she'll scrape you in them. Let's talk about it. And then last but certainly not least, International Bagpipe Day. That's crazy.
Wow.
You don't like Scottish or Irish folk?
Right.
I had a great time in Scotland.
So why they get?
I didn't say that.
Isn't that what you said?
You just said that about their bagpipes.
You said the bagpipes.
Why?
Okay, but that's literally like one of their iconic things of their culture and heritage.
Sometimes I wish we could wear a skirt in our culture. It looks so freeing.
You can.
I mean, it's
Kid
kinda-
Cudi does it all the time.
I was like, it's really a skirt, so like, you could rock it.
Oh, like their shirts on under it? No, I want the full feeling.
He said, I want the breeze coming underneath. He said, I want that shit like...
Right, and I'm not used to crossing my legs, so hey.
All right. Okay.
Swanging.
Eyes closed. But yeah, that was on this day, March 10th. There was quite a few things. There's a lot of things I had to take off the list just because I didn't really understand the relevance and I couldn't pronounce some of it. So
I was gonna say, I don't know if anybody in the chat likes blueberry popovers, but that's
what's a popover?
It's essentially a bagel and a muffin and a Danish had a baby. Ooh. And then obviously it could be like different flavors, but today is essentially blueberry popover day.
Is it dense? Bagel, muffin, and Danish? I
mean, the pictures that I saw this morning when they talked about it in my work huddle, they seemed pretty like more of the Danishy consistency.
Okay.
So, but I've never personally had one, but apparently there's a really dope spot in Southington, I think they said, that you can get them.
Like a dense ass croissant.
I mean, I love me a croissant. I don't like people who are flaky like them though.
Flake like dry skin, dweebs.
Word of the day, dweeb.
Yeah, dry. Actually, it should be nincompoop.
Who used that the other day?
Ash did. Yo,
yes.
give Ash some fucking respect.
Yes.
You know what? I'm going to sit there. Actually, I'm going to sit over there. I'm gonna sit over there.
Then the
That's
camera
crazy.
can't see you.
It's fine. They'll still hear me though. I'm gonna be like more than Freeman.
Acting like some nincompoops. Okay.
Yeah.
Why are you gay?
Why are you gay? That's what I thought of when he said it earlier.
Oh, about the bagpipes?
Yeah, why are you gay?
I was like, dang. I was like, now instruments got sexual genders and shit.
It's 2026. Somebody probably identifies as a bagpipe.
Move it. Cause I could go. Let's move on. Let's move on. Bright lights.
Flashing
Okay, all right. Well, today the topic of discussion is, are you busy though? And we're gonna be getting into that and really talking about boundaries, as you heard before. Because if you don't have them, you should. If you're not enforcing them, then why aren't you? And if you're also not respecting them, I'm a side-eyed you. So let's get into it. Gonna pull up my lines.
I have a question already.
So I'm gonna get right into it with the first question.
Into the thick of it. Into the thick of it.
Oh. So, what do y'all consider to be busy?
my life.
My life, my life, my life, my life. Break it down.
Yeah, like, what is your definition of busy?
When priorities, when life's priorities, well, you can't really say come first because that's a priority. But when life's priorities are put in place to get you to where you want to be in life, I think that can, lead to being busy.
Okay.
What about you, Spencer?
I think busy is when, I don't think it's necessarily priorities. Busy is when busy is when you just have a lot of things that you need to do. A lot of things that you need to do need to be done. What do I consider busy? Like, yeah, I too would say my life, but like not everything in my life is a priority, but I'm still busy, I think busy is when you start dipping into your 8 hours of sleep.
But I think there's something to unpack there, because I think everything in life is a priority, but it's the level of priority. You get what I'm saying? Because like downstairs, the little light that if you go on the other side of the basement, it turns on and off and you can see down there?
Yeah, I've never been that far.
Okay. Well, there's a light down there. Batteries ran out
He said,
months ago, right? That is a priority to get done, but it's not on the high level of priority, but that's something that would take up time.
But that's not making you busy because it's not done.
But it would make me busy because I got to go out of my way to go to the store to get batteries, blah, 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 come back. It's...
I see what you say.
That's on a much smaller scale.
Yeah.
Like, obviously, yes, to your point, would that really make me busy? But yeah, because I actually got to go do something.
I think busyness is your daily tasks that need to be completed, whether you get them done or not. Because you can be busy and still, I think you can be busy and still do nothing. So
You could be busy and do nothing.
yeah, you can have a busy schedule. That doesn't mean it has to get done.
But then,
is busyness a verb?
is that an actual question?
Yeah.
Oh. I wasn't sure, if you were saying in, a rhetorical sense.
No. I'm actually, is busy a verb?
No, that's fair. So, I like that you brought up priorities, because I think that always gets very easily brought into the conversation when you talk about being busy.
Adjective. Oh.
But
now
it's an adjective and a verb.
Oh.
Yeah, I was like, it's an adverb. But busy is described as being actively engaged, occupied, or working on something, often characterized by high volume of task or activity. It also refers to in-use telephone lines, crowded places, and in design, a style overwhelmed with detail.
Word. Okay. Yeah. One of them said not at leisure. So yeah, never mind what I said.
So I think that brings me into like the next talking point of really breaking down the difference between being busy and priorities. Because I think, kind of speaking to Jacob's point a bit, I feel that people feel like if they aren't taking care of their priorities, then they aren't busy. And if people aren't busy, like if you just feel like if you consider somebody lazy, then you're always looking at them saying like, oh, like, well, where are your priorities? Like, why are you not doing something to do X, Y, and Z to either further yourself or occupy your time, etc., etc.
So if you're busy, does that mean you always have to be productive?
No, I don't think so. I could be going on a walk with I could be going on a walk with Asa. Doesn't mean I'm busy.
That doesn't mean you're productive, but you are busy.
Well, I guess it is productive too.
So does busyness equate to productivity, I guess?
I mean, again, I feel like these are all very like subjective terms and not objective terms. Besides productivity, you can also view in a objective way. But I mean, they say the difference between being busy and proactive and priorities, because that also comes up with being busy. So they say being busy means you're filling your time with activity and reacting to external demands, often without a clear sense of direction. Having priorities is a proactive, intentional process of identifying what truly matters to your long-term goals and dedicating your energy to those specific tasks first.
So basically, busyness is almost when you're like distracted or unorganized.
It could be.
Essentially, you know, like...
I think it's part of it.
Yeah, I was gonna say, because busyness is whatever I'm fucking focused on. Like I could be literally sitting thinking and I'm busy. You know what I'm saying? Like I could be anything I'm doing actively that I'm focusing on, I'm busy.
Yeah, they say here too, like they use the word reactive versus proactive.
Yeah.
And saying that when people are busy,
time unavailable.
Busy people are often reacting to emails, meetings, incoming requests as they're happening, where people with priorities are proactively planning their day around high impact goals.
Yeah, because if you look at my calendar and my workday, every hour is marked off for something, and I'm busy. Like you can't book me in that time slot. It's already booked. I'm busy. I could just be making phone calls. I could be checking my emails. I could be doing tasks, but I'm busy focused on that at the moment, which means outside noise is at a minimum.
So does that mean if you're busy, I feel like this is a dumb question, but if you're busy, you don't have time for other things, or you're busy, you can choose to make time? Because I think that's where the boundaries conversation comes in.
Well, I mean, if we're going based off the definition, it seems like busyness means you're easily distracted by a lot of different things that are happening at one time. Whereas like your priorities, you're prioritizing one of those busy things to focus on and then moving on to the next thing after that and trying to not allow the outside noise and other things to distract you. So like I know for me in the morning, I plan out how my workday is going to go. But in the midst of me working on my list of things to do during that workday, I'm getting emails. People are asking me questions about updates on cases. I'm getting other cases come into my offices that I have to pick up and start working on. Like all of those different things are happening simultaneously as well. But I'm choosing to not be busy in that flow of things and prioritizing what I set out to do first. Versus like if I know I have lighter days, then yeah, my time's unavailable because I'm busy working on these different things to set myself up for the next day, so don't bother me.
Yeah.
Don't talk to me.
Yeah,
Peasant.
I think. Yeah, for me, it just goes back to focus. Like that's how I'm wrapping my head around it. Like if I'm focused on something, I'm busy. If I'm not in a place where I can be distracted by something else, I'm busy.
That's interesting because of how they describe it and how yours is opposite of that. But
King Aquarius.
I wonder where avoidance plays into busyness. Cause you ever like, damn, too soon. You ever get a phone call and be like, I don't want to pick that up. I'm busy, but you really ain't doing shit. But like you kind of just don't want to be on the phone, or something comes up and you probably should be doing said topic, but you almost find something else out of avoidance to pretend like you're busy because you don't want to do something else. Or is that just me?
no, I think that's just procrastination.
Yeah.
Because of whatever you're feeling of not wanting to face whatever that thing, person, or task. I mean, and everybody has like those moments as well of like, I don't really want to do that right now, but I know I need to get to it.
Yeah, that reminds me of a conversation I just had recently. Someone who was talking about, they want to grow their business strategically, so they have their task list for the day. I was like, word, like, how often do you get through it? They're like, I'm working on it. I'm like, so you got to take it an additional step further, right? You got to take that task list. You got to do it by the hour. Because that, like, for me, that's how I do it, or else I won't get anything done. Like, I know what I need to get done at certain segments of my workday. So by like 4:00, I need certain things done so that I can finish up by 5 and feel good about being done with my workday. And then transition into like the next segment of my life. To Jacob's point, when you have situations like that where you're like, I don't want to do that right now. Yeah, you can go to another task, but like, is that considered procrastination? Like, if you still like you have a task list, you want to go to another task, and then like, I'm gonna go back and get this. Yeah, I guess that is procrastination.
I think that's ADHD.
I was gonna say I wouldn't even say that's procrastination. I mean, from my developmental standpoint, I don't fully consider that ADHD either. But I would say that like when you have a task and you're also ironing out like, okay, I know I can get this done. Number 7 very quickly because it's only going to take me like 30 minutes versus like 2 and 3 that might take me at least an hour each. So it's like if you want to knock out some of the shorter things first and then go back to the longer things. I mean, I think people do that all the time. Like they write out what they're going to do and they try to estimate how much time that's going to take me. And then from there, they're figuring out like, okay, if I'm now working from like me, for example, like I always try to take lunch around like 12. So from 7 a.m. to 12 p.m., I'm like, okay, that's 5 hours. What am I going to break down now into those 5 hours? And what is going to take me either 1 or 2 hours? So then that leaves me 3 hours to do something else. Or what can I do like in 30 minutes? And then by 30 minutes, I'm moving on to the next thing. I think where the procrastination falls in line is when it's like, you have your list of marching orders and they have to get done, but maybe the motivation isn't fully there to get it done. So you're like, yeah, like I know I have to get this done, but I want to do this other thing because it's more motivating for me to do this right now, or it seems more enjoyable in the moment. So like I'm going to go over there and do that and then maybe come back later and then work on X, Y, and Z things and see if I feel better and more motivated.
So what I find that I do a lot is like I will have my set plan, the set things that I have to do, boom, 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 boom. Mm-hmm. But I almost feel like I, even throughout that, will still take more things on. Knowing that like, hey, at 6:00, I got a podcast meeting. So, and from 3:30 to 5, I'm free. Mm-hmm. But you know what? Someone says, hey, Jacob, can we meet from 4 to 5? oh, you know what? I did have an extra hour and a half. Let me squeeze it in. So do you guys think that there's a time that, is there anything that you're not too busy for? Like, no matter what, and I guess this speaks to the boundaries thing. No matter what, like, I got the time.
So I was going to say, I feel like that I definitely can think is a slippery slope, just in the sense of if you don't know how many times you're saying yes versus no, I feel like then that's also going to cause an imbalance. And I think that also goes back to how we were talking about before, how some people can feel almost taken advantage of when they're not setting more boundaries in place, because they're always saying yes to, like, yeah, I can do this, yeah, I can do that.
My twins, what do you mean by that? I'm trying to think now, like, how busyness and chaos coincide, or like what's the difference? Because when I think of busyness, I think of chaos. But that's probably just how my brain works. Like, I like to joke and say that it's controlled chaos in my head.
Yeah, because I was going to say, I was like, I feel like people say that chaos is uncontrolled lack of order.
Yeah.
Whereas, like, if you're busy, even if you're not being fully intentional about, like, one sole thing and prioritizing that as the main thing, you're still having some control and structure over what you're doing and how you're doing it. It's just not one thing at a time, though. Based upon, like, if we're going back to what the Google was saying. But
so you can't be chaotic and busy?
I think you can become chaotic with busyness. Oops.
And I also think that because you're busy doesn't mean you're chaotic. I think you, like Ash just said, busyness can lead to chaos, or busyness can be synonymous with chaos, but just because you're busy doesn't mean you're chaotic. And just because you're chaotic doesn't mean you're busy.
I think, now I think about it, I think chaos is misused productivity. So it's just another, if busyness was a spectrum, it's just on the other side of it.
There you go. I mean, I think of chaos when, I mean, you probably won't get this reference, but you remember that episode of SpongeBob when he forgot his name? When he was fine dining at the restaurant, and Squilliam was like, "What's your name, good sir?" And he's like, "My name." And then in his brain, all the tiny little SpongeBobs are like, "Dang Flabbit, what's his name?" And they're like trying to find it, and then they can't find it. And then everybody's swarming and discombobulated and running around. Like, that was chaotic, because now you've lost all control and order.
But that's busy. So
no, like, that was not busy at all. Like, that was straight pure, I hate to use the same word again, chaos, but it's like there's no
mayhem.
Yeah, it's like there's just pure mayhem. Like, nobody is able to do anything of the sense. Like, everybody's just everywhere. Whereas, at least for me, I think when you are busy, you're reeling it in. Like, you still have some sense of the word control over things.
Have y'all worked at a restaurant before? So, have you asked?
Like, fake worked.
Like under the table type shit?
Not even, like, I didn't even get paid.
To just pop in.
Like, it was like, if I went to go see, like, my friend's aunt at her restaurant, and if she, like, needed help with something in the back, I'm like, I just really came to say hi, but I guess.
Got it.
And I didn't get paid either, so I was like, ah!
You get free food at least?
Sometimes.
Man,
I don't know, I feel like once I was working, I'm like, man, I don't want your food, I want to go home.
that's a swindle. But I think of
For sure.
I think of when I've worked at a restaurant. So I worked at Bonefish Grill, and one of the things they say is, like, when you're busy, you're in the weeds, right? So like, I got 4 tables. Like, these people just got their appetizers, which means we got like 10 to 15 minutes before we get their entrees out. Like, I'm busy, but it's also chaotic right now because I have to manage all these 4 tables. I need to be clearing their plates. I need to be getting their bread, their drinks, making sure everyone's happy. Like, when I think of chaos and busyness, like, to me, that is that. Like, being in the weeds in the restaurant, but I'm still being productive.
But is that really chaotic though? Because you still have a sense of structure. If you're saying like, okay, like
chaos.
It's controlled chaos.
I was like, that person's eating this person just got that. So now you're like timing how everything is playing out and you're structuring it in your head of like, I'm going to go here, then I'm going to go here. I'm going to check in on them because they've already ate and they're still chatting, but maybe they might be ready for dessert. Then I'm going to go over here and ask them like, do you need anything else for your order? Like, that is busy
now,
and you're multitasking and doing different things at the same time. But I feel like when you're saying that feels chaotic, I feel like then that's just the feeling that comes with doing more than one thing at the same time, because now you're splitting up your brain power into different segments.
Nah, chaos enters the chat now, right? When the chef gives you a plate and I told them you needed au gratin potatoes and asparagus and you gave me broccoli and mashed potatoes. I give this there. They're like, hey, this is not what I ordered. Chaos ensues. I bring it back. This motherfucker angry because now I'm dealing with these personalities. Back of the house personalities. Y'all are a different breed.
But chaos only ensues when there's no composure.
Have you worked in the back of it? Like, them niggas is crazy.
Right. But they gonna hoot and holler. That means you don't gotta succumb to it.
Yeah, like they just mad because they fucked up and they don't want to own up that they fucked up because they probably read that you said what type of potato and veggie. But they were already thinking about the other order and they mixed it up and now they're like, fuck, but I'm not going to admit to you that I fucked up the order. Nah, that's what you said. That's when they want to gaslight you.
Now you look at the ticket, nigga.
Right. You see it's there. You see what's on it. I wrote it.
The ticket. Okay. All right. This is hopeful.
But like, I see like what you're saying though, and I feel like chaoticness comes into the chat of when you're busy, because I feel like that is when chaoticness is the overwhelming feeling. But that's when I think you have to be like to your brain, hold on, Savannah, let's slow it down and refocus on like, okay, what were you doing? These are the things that I was doing. These are the tables I'm bussing. Just because Joe Schmo fucked up the order doesn't mean that now, like Jacob said, now you have to get thrown off track. Just because of your fuck up.
Now your productive boundaries enter the chat.
Right. Like now, you see. Ta-da.
I get it.
Sparkle. Like that is when you're like, no, I'm going to go back focusing on what I was doing, who I was serving, and what they need, and tell Joe Schmo that he got 2.2 seconds to whip up them potatoes faster than he want to spit some shit at me before I come back there and make it my damn self.
Keeping the main thing.
Precisely.
Okay, y'all. I'm learning something. If y'all not learning something, I'm learning something.
Right, and that segues into my next question. What do you feel is the hardest boundary to set for yourself? Bum, bum, bum.
It's so funny because when I think of boundaries, it's like I think of boundaries with people, and for that's easy. So like, damn, what's a hard boundary for me to set?
I think the hardest one for me is spreading myself too thin. I feel like I take on a lot of tasks and I believe that I could do them all because I know that I could do them all. But even then, it's like, when is too much? And I try to just wear a million different hats and do a million different things. But I don't believe I failed.
Yeah. So, I don't know why all these words are popping in my head. So now when I think of boundaries, I think of accountability. Like, is it up to you to hold yourself accountable to these boundaries? Like, and because I'm still trying to think the hardest boundary for me to set. And when I was thinking of it, I was like, well, what am I fucking up with right now? And the first thing that came to mind was going to the gym. I was like, well, that's accountability. Like, does a boundary need to be set to complete a task? Or no, a boundary is really a protection. It's like a defensive mechanism, right?
Well, I'm glad you asked that question because now we can break down what a boundary is. So a boundary is a real, an imaginary, and a metaphorical line, edge, or limit that marks where one thing ends and another begins. Okay. It defines the extent of an area or establishes protective parameters in relationships and behavior. So they said usage examples. So we'll go with the personal and psychological boundary. Setting a boundary means requiring better treatment by others. And I think when it goes to the accountability portion that you're talking about, that's when I would say the accountability falls on you enforcing your boundary of requiring better treatment by others, the other person or people that you're setting that boundary with to hold themselves accountable of honoring your boundary and respecting it and doing whatever comes with that said boundary. And then as a collective whole, y'all are both supposed to be working together in that now new space of accountability to say, like, this is how we're going to move forward. And if none of those happen, or some things happen and some things don't happen, that's when you have to now be more self-reflective, have that discernment, maybe review and reanalyze that loyalty that we talked about before, to then say, like, hey, I expressed this boundary, but I'm not really feeling like my boundary's being respected. Or I feel like that friend or that person, they're not really upholding to their side of the boundary.
So are boundaries for me or for you?
They're for both people.
No. Yes, but right. When I set a boundary,
yes,
right, it's...
Excuse me.
I understand that they're for both of them, but am I setting this boundary? I don't want to use the word to protect because, like Spencer says, it's a defense mechanism, right? But like, is it that boundary is set for me?
Kind of just is.
Do you get what I'm because right? It's the line in the sand, but that's the thing. Like, so I'm setting it to protect myself, for lack of better terms. However, whether you respect it or not, like, you don't have to.
If you saw no trespassing on a sign going into somewhere, what does that mean?
Don't go.
That's a boundary.
Yes.
Right.
So they put that there for you and them.
And that was bringing me to my point. Like, you can choose whether to respect it or not, right? But then you have to be ready for the consequences if you trespass this boundary.
Wet paint.
Of you know what comes your way. But at the end of the day, boundaries are not. I guess they're a two-way street.
So
you get what I'm trying to?
Nose is a complete sentence.
What do people? Okay, let's talk about it. So I think to your question and statement. I was like trying to figure out, like, is it more of a question or a statement or both together? I would say that if you are setting that boundary, depending on what's influencing that boundary to be set, then it could be more so for you than it may be for the other person. I think there are times where sometimes a boundary has to be set, not necessarily because that person, like you yourself, needs it more, but maybe the other person needs it more, and you know that they're not going to do it themselves. So you're like, all right, I'm going to just set it for you then. Like, if you have a friend, it's like, say if you have a friend that, like, always wants to go out, always wants to drink, always wants to party, like, really just every single time it's like bam, 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 bam. And they never know how to just slow down and just, like, have a real calm night. For you,
I'm right here, Ash.
I was like, just at me next time.
Right? I was like, I wasn't, but okay. I was like, but if the shoe fit, come on now, because if it don't apply, let it fly. But if you yourself are saying, like, okay, it's not that I can't keep up with them. It's not that I don't want to hang out with my friend. But sometimes I just want to have a chill night. You might set that boundary of the next time that person hangs out or wants to hang out, you're like, you know what, actually I'm gonna chill tonight, but you're more than welcome to like come over. And if that friend's like, like you being lame, like I'm gonna catch you later, blah blah blah, and it's like, all right, cool. Now that boundary is not like a permanent boundary of saying like I'm never gonna hang out with you again, or I'm never gonna not see you after this moment. It's just saying like for right now the boundary is I'm gonna stay in. You be safe, you call me if you need me, but I'm gonna stay in tonight. So I think like that's where, going back to the question statement of like, you can set boundaries for yourself and you need it more than the other person, or you could set boundaries for somebody else who you may feel, being the person that feels like you're having the best interest for them, say like, nah, like I think you really need it a little bit more than me right now.
That's interesting. I think I set boundaries on other people's behalf all the time.
You're like, actually I'm their healthcare proxy. Boundary.
Yeah, right. You got me fucked up. Interesting.
Have you decided what's the hardest boundary for yourself yet?
No, actually, I think I do fairly well with setting boundaries, to be honest with you.
Okay.
Do y'all think there's a boundary I lack in? Y'all can. This is a safe space. Like I don't just be busting up in Jacob's shit. What up, though?
Hey.
It's hard because I think boundaries keep things in or out, but they don't let things out. Do you get what I'm trying to say?
See, I'm like I play a lot of video games where like you can set up a force field, but you can shoot through that bitch one way, but you can't come in. You know
Yeah, I was like,
I can shoot out, but you can't.
it's like I could leave and come back in if I want to, but
So
like,
is that
you can't come in.
Interesting. That just debunked my statement.
Oh.
Debunked it.
Yeah, I was gonna let it slide.
No, Sam, I was like, next question. I was like, we just gonna
I called it.
gonna run right over it. So I think also in the light of boundaries, I feel that lately this has been coming up a lot in different conversations for me. So I'm curious to see what y'all thoughts are on this. But do you feel like setting boundaries with your family or loved ones is necessary?
Fuck
Hell yeah.
Okay.
Fuck yeah.
Okay.
My thing is this. Hold up. Let's sit up for this.
He's like, let me straighten up my posture. Hold on.
I believe, right, when you were a kid, you got to respect your elders, respect the people that are raising you, blah, 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 blah. Right? All the things we know. I think once you become an adult, a self-sufficient adult, do you still need to respect said adults? Yes, just like you would respect any other adult. But the same way that I would not let other shit fly with other adults, just because you are my family does not mean I'm going to allow disrespect. So you, like anybody else, can get this work, and because you're my family does not mean I'm going to allow you to come at me any which way.
You don't think they earned the right because they was with you shooting in the gym?
No. No, but no. You have the right to tell me about myself.
Said, shut the fuck up.
Right. He's like, personally, professionally, however you feel. So
but just because you are my family does not give you the right to disrespect me. And quite frankly, what you eat don't make me shit, and who you fuck don't make me
come.
Right. So that was really cool how we did that.
In my head, I was like, here come another J. Cole line.
Pac said it too, and Wayne, but
oh, for real?
Yeah, but we here.
He said predictable.
But my point is, like, the same way you are a man or a woman and you're not gonna let nobody come for you, you not coming for me. You know what I mean? Now you can, again, have conversations, say, do certain things, but respect is a two-way street especially me as a man. Especially once I get a family, I get a wife, I get kids.
Now we bring gender into it.
Yeah, I was like, ooh.
Well, I'm just speaking about me specifically.
Yeah, you gonna take my last name?
You gonna like it? God
Like,
damn
especially when I get a family and things of those nature, right? I'm damn sure not about to let you disrespect me now in front of my family.
That's so interesting. Is that like?
I think
Because what boundaries do we have for pride and ego? Because like someone disrespecting you in front of your family as opposed to disrespecting you just on the street by yourself, what's the impact? Like, what's the weight that comes with that?
as opposed to someone doing it on the streets.
Yeah.
And he said if you're like solo dolo.
I mean, if you solo dolo in the street, right? Mm-hmm. I think your pride, you know what? This ain't worth my time.
But put wife and kids behind you now is worth it?
Depending where we at.
That's interesting. You could be putting them in a hostile situation.
I was gonna say, I'm also not always
I was
going
like,
to
where's the
react.
discernment?
Maybe maybe families here and is like, you know what, y'all, we gonna let this shit slide. But I was also referencing family. We in the back cookout and my aunt walk in. Oh, your kid got dookie stains on his drawers. Your house is dirt. Like,
you know, thinking back to Ash's question, I don't think I have a problem setting boundaries. I have a problem for boundaries that people set for me. I don't like it.
Like, don't tell me what to do.
I don't like it.
I'll put myself in the box. But the second you try
Bro,
to do
that
it,
shit irks the
he said, I'm a dog. I'm a mutt.
Yeah, that irks the fuck out of me. Like when when people are just like, you know what, here's my line in the sand, and I'm just like, this line changes everything.
Definitely interesting takes. I definitely think, I mean, there's always that West Indian joke of like West Indian parents raise you to have a backbone, but just not a backbone with them.
Facts.
Because it's like they don't want you to be stepped on or walked over, but then when
it's cool when they do it.
Yeah, it's cool when they do it. And it's just like, no. Like, yes, I'm still a child of yours, but now I'm also someone that is showing you respect, so then it needs to be shown back to me. I think it's also interesting that you said about going back to your question, not question, sorry. Well, it's question and scenario about like the solo dolo or like with your family. Because I do feel like in some situations, I don't want to say when people have an audience, but if they feel like there's a lot of eyes on them, and maybe it's an ego thing and a pride mixed together, or maybe it's just one or the other. But I do feel like sometimes people then want to almost like make an example of someone that's disrespecting them to like show off like, oh, well, I'm not going to let you disrespect me, and I definitely going to make sure no one else try to do it too. So
it just be funny, like, not saying it happened to y'all, but it's like, you know, by yourself, you like, you know, I ain't gonna do anything because I'm gonna get my ass whooped, but now I got my family behind me.
he's like, yeah, I know.
I can't look like no bitch, but now I just got my ass whooped in front of my family.
Right. I know. I think of have y'all ever watched the Real Husbands of Hollywood? Mm-hmm. Oh,
wait, what? My fault. No, I ain't judging. My fault.
No, that's the show with Kevin Hart in them, right?
Oh, I think of Real Housewives of Hollywood, and I'm like, huh? I've never seen it.
Oh, I was like, it's a funny show.
The judgment that came from the
I was
side
like,
of the room.
I was like, you watch reality TV?
I was like, he got YouTube TV. He can watch it all.
In my head, Jacob watched sports and movies.
Oh, that's interesting. Cause I was like, he watched Stranger Things. There's another show I forget that you watched. I was like, oh, I've watched that too. But anywho, it just reminded me of like the Kevin Hart energy when he's like, what? Then he like takes his shirt off in the show. He's like ready to fight, and it's like, bro,
I want all the smoke.
Right? He's like, calm down. Like, you're not gonna act like that. And they're just like, Kevin, put your shirt back on and sit down. They're like, we don't got time for this shit. So that kind of reminds me of that a little bit. But let's see. Moving right along to my last and final question. Well, actually, We kind of touched on it a little bit, but I do want to expand just a tiny bit more, and then I'm gonna move into my next one. So I lied, I got two more. So going back to your point, Jacob, about avoidance, and you also made another point about overcommitment. That was like, oh my gosh, he must have read my notes and saw my questions. That's why I'm like, I should have done it now instead of copying and pasting them this morning.
I didn't.
I don't know. You could be saying that for the camera. We'll discuss off camera.
I was in trouble, massa.
Massa is crazy.
Right. Like, what? Because if we going to compare, I would be outside.
Damn.
But anywho. So my question for y'all is overcommitting really just a mechanism of avoidance?
Overcommitting a mechanism of avoidance.
Nah.
What do we... I need an example of overcommitting.
So going back to... I guess I can use Jacob's scenario that he mentioned earlier about, you know, squeezing in other meetings that he knows, like, I really shouldn't take this meeting, but I'm going to add that on. And then maybe somebody else ask him to say, like, oh, like, can you do this on Thursday for, like, the class? And he's like, yeah, sure. Like, just send me the details.
Oh.
And then he also still has training sessions for his soccer. And then he's also still trying to keep up with what he already committed to for, like, podcast stuff. And then maybe him and Miss Boss Lady also plan something. And then he's like, yep, I'm still going to do that, too. So now he's overcommitted to, like, 500 different things
To what, avoid his feelings?
possibly, or maybe he just has a hard time with saying no and just always wants to say yes. Like, do you feel like overcommitment as the act is an act of avoidance, or do you feel like it's just more so the discernment of not being able to say no?
So it's interesting. Somebody once told me, oh, the reason you're so busy all the time is because you're trying to pack your schedule so you don't have to face your feelings and emotions. First of all, fuck you. No, I'm busy because I'm trying to get places in life. Second of all,
And avoid you.
I was like, some people do it though. Some people pack their schedule so they don't have time alone to then deal with their thoughts.
yeah, that's not me. I'm with my thoughts all the time. Secondly,
He said we locked in.
secondly, I think that when you overbook yourself, it's more a result of disorganization and things of that nature, as opposed to like avoidance. You know what I mean? Because if you're avoidance, I could make sure I'm not busy and still avoid the shit. Whereas if I'm just packing my schedule, shit, I forgot I had this, shit, I forgot I had that. Oh, I also got to do this. Like, I'm not avoiding anything. I'm almost making it worse.
Yeah, it sounds like lack of boundaries as opposed to... But, I mean, I've definitely...
Not to chuckle.
It always comes back to the Virgo. Back in the day, to avoid being home with the Virgo, like, I used to work long hours. Like, sometimes long hours than I needed to.
So now you're overcommitting to something that you really don't have to do because you didn't want to be in the same space as said Virgo.
Yeah, it was a win-win. Like, I was working more, making more money, and we had more time apart, which was great for me.
Instead of just cutting it off sooner.
There was a lot of
Hand games.
it was there was a lot of what is it?
Tension?
Not tension, it's like, I want to say there was a lot of hooks in the relationship that need to be like pulled out specifically and strategically, you know?
Too many caveats and why not to just cut it off?
Yeah, because, you know, we were pretty intertwined financially that I wasn't in a spot where if she dipped, like, I'd be all right. Like, especially because we had to register my car in her name because I owed taxes at the time.
Oh.
So, like, yeah, we broke up. She tried to take my car a couple times. I'm like, listen.
I mean, she said, who name on it?
Yeah, she's like, this is my shit. Like, all right, well, let's check the bank records of who paid for everything. Like,
That's another conversation.
Moral of the story: don't get you a Virgo.
Facts, not never.
Dang.
Maybe a September Virgo. They alright.
I was like, not the slander again.
Nah, I ain't gonna do that. They going crazy on that
Facts.
post.
3 months later.
They said, and another thing.
Yo, facts.
I ain't done. I just thought of something else. So, my last and final question to kind of wrap up boundaries.
Wrap it up.
So, earlier I had brought up the fact of, well, some people might not think it's a fact, but I think it's a fact, of when you are setting a boundary. Some people think that that is an act of selfishness, but a negative selfishness. However, I think that when you're doing that, it can also be an act of positive selfishness. So my question to y'all gentle folks is, do you think there is such a thing as negative and positive selfishness?
Yes, and I think people use this word so loosely because I'm allowed to be selfish.
Right.
It's me. The fuck? Like,
Period.
Who gonna take care of me other than me?
Exactly.
Now, when the day comes when I settle down and I start having children, that is going to require me to be selfless.
Right.
But there's still times where I need to be selfish with my time for my mental capacity. Like, for me to remain mentally well, them times where, like, I'm sure there's gonna be times, I mean, I do it now. I just want to sit in the car for like 20 minutes, listen to some music or not. Just be quiet before I go in the house. I live with, like, it's just me and my pets, but I still want, like, just time to myself before I go inside. You know what I'm saying?
No, it'd be like that. Like, people be like, oh, like, I said something about SJ the other day, and they're just like, yeah, but, like, you know, to her, she hasn't seen you all day. And I'm like, yeah, but I'm like, I was already just giving so much of myself to so many different people at work, and now I just want a few minutes to just sit down without her trying to aggressively love me when I just need some space real quick. Just a couple seconds. Yeah. But, you know, she ain't got no concept of time, so I guess it's all right.
What about you?
Yeah, I don't think there's anything wrong with being selfish, and I think that if people can't understand or respect that, then they have no respect for boundaries. Like, they have the problem. I mean, I like Spencer's example about, you know, when he has kids and stuff. So yeah, I was gonna give a similar example to, you know, I was single for a long time because I wasn't ready to be selfish. Be selfless. Yeah. Right? So now that in a relationship, there's certain components that are selfless, but there are certain things that still need to be selfish. And I just think I agree with Spencer, whether it's a partner, friends, family, whatever the case is, there are components of that will always exist. And if someone can't respect that or understand it, then, you know, welcome. Because they're being selfish in that act. Right. You know what I mean?
So why do you feel, or I guess why do people feel that selfishness is so negative? Like, why has selfishness developed this just negative connotation?
You don't want me?
Because they're like me, but they're probably a little bit more drastic, where they don't like the boundary you set for yourself. Like, why? What you mean I don't have access? Like, what you mean I can't get to you when I want to?
What you mean the ice cream machine broke?
Yeah, what the fuck? Like, selfishly, you're being selfish. Like, they're actually projecting on you. Like, basically. Yeah, like selfishly, I want access to you, and you're being selfish with your damn time and your damn energy. I won't sit. You know what I'm saying? So, like, yeah, that's probably how people feel. Me, I just be like, I'm petty. So to me, it's just like another dollar in the bank towards you pissed me off.
Must be a lot of dollars in that bank.
Shit, it should be overflowing. People be rich and they fucked up bucket. That's promise you.
Fucked up bucket.
Fucked up bucket.
We need one of those on the show.
Shit, I need one. I need 2. Well, thanks, y'all. That's all I had on that. And, just remember, we do and we don't have the same 24 hours as Beyonce.
No fact. That was
set
good.
them boundaries.
That had me thinking. I mean, I ain't gonna like that.
Just tickle your brain a little.
I was just gonna finish that sentence.
What?
What's next? Oh. That's my bad knee. There's no ducking, no.
Shit.
I was like, he ain't even. Yeah. I was like, you late with your cues.
Oh, I was supposed to announce it?
No, you supposed to. It's coming up, and you usually hit the
no
shit.
ducking.
Because then it's like you do something, and then I gotta do something to throw Spencer off, and
then I just look at you.
I was waiting for y'all to say it.
No.
You the one who normally say it too. It's cool.
My
it's
bad,
cool.
my fault. It's been a long
so
day.
lacking.
Madame.
Ooh. Well, on this episode of the How'd I Get Here podcast, in the no ducking segment,
going back to back.
All right, I'm thinking of a number 1 through 10.
4.
Wrong.
9.
Nope.
We keep going.
It's always
Yep.
3.
7.
Yep.
Which
All
one?
right, Spencer, you're up.
Haha.
Not the ha ha. That is crazy.
That was very younger sibling of you.
No, it's for real. He's like, joke's on you.
Suckers.
It's like, damn. He's like, you nincompoop.
Dweeb.
All right, I'm thinking of another number between 1 and 2.
2.
Nope.
Oh, that's
Only 1.5. It's because between 1 and 2.
wow. That would be smooth. Is that really what it is?
Yeah.
Wow. Wow. Well done. Well played.
That is. I'm sorry, because Jacob, in all of his glory,
Was so quick with
he
it.
was like, "You nincompoop." I was like, He's like, uncultured swine. All right, but there's no 1.5 question, but I'll give you the first one. Actually, no, I'll give you the second one. What's something in your life you keep saying you're too busy for, but if you're honest, it's just not a priority?
I'm too busy for, but it's not a priority.
What are you whispering?
Yeah, I don't know. What are you whispering?
That's what I was like. Why are you
The
whispering?
thing is, all I can hear. Oh, never mind.
Oh, was he trying to throw off his thought? Oh. Well, no whispering till he answers, please. Oh, I think I know what you were whispering. I'm sorry. Continue. This is your time.
That's cool. We even.
Not we're even. It's crazy.
While he thinks about that, make sure you guys pull up to our event March 28th at Red Rock Tavern. March Madness Thinking Party. I mean, March Madness Watch Party and Game Night.
It's
gonna be
crazy.
lit.
Thinking
I'm gonna
party.
be on the 1s and 2s. Ash is gonna be playing games, and Spencer's gonna be
Pause. Whoa. That sounded crazy.
I was like, hopefully there's a real mic this time, and I'll be on the mic.
Oh yes, we will.
Yo, the headphone mic was iconic.
You just had to be there. You had to be there because you don't know what we talking about. I don't know. Show up.
Right. I think the easy one is going to the gym. I was trying
He
to.
said that though.
I know. I was trying to think of like a deeper one for the folk.
Not for the folk. For you. It's for you. This is your time. And how you.
Can you ask the question again?
Sure. What's something in your life you keep saying you're too busy, but if you're being honest, it's just not a priority right now?
Too busy, but not a priority right now. I don't know. Quit my job.
I certainly hope he quits by the time this airs. Shit.
I was saying,
Unemployment about to be like, nigga, you been plotting this shit.
Nah.
I don't know. I heard unemployment's getting strict.
I mean, it's cool. This is jokes, but yeah, I don't know. Other than the gym, yeah, that's really what I got. I wanted to make it juicy and say "gal them sugar," but that's what I was saying. You were saying "gal them sugar"?
I was saying these hoes. Sorry,
but yeah, nah, that's really it. I'm sorry.
Don't be sorry to me.
Couldn't make it juicy for you.
I was like, if that's your honest answer, that's your honest answer. All right, Jacob, your turn. What's one boundary you know you need to set right now, but you keep avoiding, and why? Ooh.
One boundary I need to set
right now.
I mean, I kind of spoke about the overbooking myself earlier, but really being mindful of me time, whatever that looks like.
Self-care time.
Yeah, because I give so much of me to other people, and you know the cliche that you can't pour from a empty glass. So just making sure that, you know, I'm not always trying to coach or do this or do that, and making sure that I am getting the proper time that I need.
You know, I was just having that conversation about pouring from an empty glass. Do you feel like, real side topic, but do you feel like as much as somebody should be pouring into your glass, you should also be pouring into your own glass?
Yes, I don't think you should be reliant on other people pouring into your glass, because, you know, those are expectations, and expectations at the root of all evil. It's nice when your friends, your family, your partner, if you are lucky enough to have one, can pour into you. But I think ultimately you are responsible to make sure that your glass gets replenished. Now, if that means other people are pouring into it, it's having the right people around you. But ultimately, you are responsible for how your glass gets filled back up.
I like that.
Picasso.
Facts. All right. And yeah, no, we each got a question. All right. So I ain't trying to have her dig back in her list. Did Jacob just say expectations are the root of all evil? Yeah.
Show did.
Yeah.
Does she disagree?
Probably. I hope so.
Controversy. Moving on up.
Moving on
to the next section.
Keep it or leave it. Keep it or leave it. Mine's gonna be
keep it, leave it. I don't know what's happening over there.
Oh, you had to see it.
I don't want to.
I was keeping it and leaving.
I don't want to see it.
She said she never heard that before. We can have that conversation one day if you'd like. Only TT.
But I like the saying.
She said, "I'm gonna write that down."
She said, "Like that."
She said, "Write that down."
Quote me.
All right. So my keep it or leave it is for both of you. It's really gonna be this or that type of thing. So, y'all ready?
Yeah, man.
Sure.
All right, cool. First question: city living or country living?
City living.
Country.
Okay. Morning person or night owl?
Morning.
That's tough for me because I'm gonna still say night owl.
I'm both of them, really, but
yeah, I've transitioned to like really getting up early, but I stay true to my roots. I'd be still in the 3 a.m.s.
I feel that. Cooking at home or ordering delivery?
Cooking at home.
Yeah, cooking at home.
Right. Texting or calling?
Oof,
depends
texting.
who I'm talking to.
No, that's a fact. Because
I might want neither.
my mama hate texting, and I be having to call her. But
and when my mom texts, there's always spelling errors.
Oh.
All right, but if you got to pick one.
Yeah, I was like texting for me.
Texting?
I've been texting you.
So is that yes?
I'm trying to find the... Sorry.
Just take
texting.
That. Okay. Yes. Go to the next one, because what?
All right. Now let's get into it. Never be able to
spicy.
lie or never be able to tell the truth.
Never be able to lie.
Never be able to lie.
Or never be able to tell the truth.
Truth.
Never be able to lie. Please zoom into that face when you edit this.
Ooh, that's a tough one. I'm gonna say never be able to lie.
Okay. Rich and hated or poor and loved.
Rich and hated.
Rich and hated,
Because
yeah.
as long as I love myself, fuck y'all.
Okay. Wow.
And I'm gonna be rich, so I ain't gonna be seeing you anyways.
Ooh!
Show
He
hating
said if you
ass.
don't got more than $3 coming in your bank account, don't talk to me. Credit score need to be 800 and up.
Okay. All right. Lose all your memories or never make new ones.
Oh, damn.
Ooh.
I'm gonna say never make new ones because there's still some memories that I will just like. I could be washing dishes and then boom, one of my core memories just pop up and I'm like, wow,
Yeah.
that was a
Never
happier
make
time
new
in
ones.
life. So I'll be sad if I can't have those anymore.
Okay.
Yo, Hartford been sounding like fucking Gotham lately.
I mean, this is not nothing new. It's just getting nice out.
Yeah, I was gonna say. I was like, the YNs have commenced. It's warm weather now, so
Right.
The new YNs are getting initiated.
Yo. All right. Know the day the world ends or the day you die.
I feel like you gonna die either way.
I'd rather know the day the world ends.
But what
I don't
if
want to
you die
know.
before it?
I don't want to know that.
Oh.
Oh.
Yeah, I don't want to know when I die.
I would say knowing the day I die.
Because here's the thing. If
Just
I
not
get to
how.
know when the world ends and it's in the year 2169, well, shit, I know I get to live a full life.
No, you don't. What if
You're
you die
right.
the next day?
You're
Right.
right. You're
So
right. You're right.
You gotta live
Right, I
every
take it
day
back.
to the
I take it back.
fullest.
In my head, I was about to drop a fucking gem.
She said, "Boom."
Hold on, let me pick that shit back up.
Yeah, pick it up.
Okay,
Pick it up.
your answer, you keeping it?
Yes,
Okay.
I'd still rather, yeah.
Put it in your
Alright.
pocket. Put it in your pocket.
Never eat your favorite food again or only eat your favorite food forever.
I mean, I have a few favorite foods, but pizza's my all-time favorite, and I think I'll be okay with eating it for the rest.
That's real.
Yeah, eat it for the rest because you could always kind of switch it up. Like
Yeah.
if it's wings, if it's pizza.
You're going to eat, I can't pronounce it, panini the rest of your life?
That's not my favorite food, but
Since when?
He's like,
I love me a
"Yes."
cheeseburger.
Cheeseburgers are your favorite food?
He's always said he's a burger guy.
I'm a
though.
burger snob.
Interesting. Okay, well, yeah, you can mix that up. All right. All right, last one.
Both of them.
Facts. We don't discriminate.
Hello.
Ow.
But you know, get big old bitty. Just
Oh my gosh.
y'all ain't hear that.
They saw it though.
Close your ears.
Thanks. I can't wait. to
I'm
check
practicing
that
my
one
juggling. I can juggle, y'all. No, I really can. I've been practicing.
out. Oh, that's what's up.
Yeah.
Just in the fucking living room, just
Okay.
fuck SJ, I dropped it again.
And
All right, last one.
don't be mad when I come up in here juggling.
Save one loved one or 100 strangers.
Fuck that. I'm saving my mama 10 toes down every fucking time.
Wait, that's the only loved one in your life?
My mama?
Save one loved one. Like, we're not saying who,
Yeah, I'm picking my mama as the loved one.
but we don't know if it's your mom.
But you just said save one loved one. And I'm like, yeah.
That's a really good question.
But what if it's not your mom?
as the loved one that I
Who are
have
the
to
100
save.
strangers? How old are they?
Who knows?
Oh, like if they're children?
Yeah, I'm not.
It's just 100 strangers in general.
The fuck was that?
I have no idea. The boogeyman.
Rock with my loved ones.
Dang, for real?
Yeah.
Because, okay, 100 strangers to save?
And they're probably ungrateful as fuck. Like
That's a lot
they
of
never
people
gonna
to
see,
save.
and they never gonna see me again talking about some.
I
I'm
could
just out here
possibly
living.
die in the process of trying to save them ungrateful fuckers.
Right. Or what if the world ends the next day because I knew the world was going to end because of the power you gave me and I killed my mama, but I saved 100 strangers and I could have had an extra day with my mama.
Damn, it's Carmen.
See?
But, okay, these strangers, what if they're...
gone?
He said they're out of here. Straight up.
Fine.
I mean, anyone you don't know personally is a stranger. So it could be Obama, Michelle.
Okay.
Living a life. I mean.
Oh my God. I consider Michelle and Uncle Barack loved ones.
Right. Oh, what?
Exactly. Thank you.
He said what?
No, thank you.
That's crazy.
You just said yes, so exactly.
No, they're not loved ones.
Yes, they are. I love them.
You don't know these folks.
I don't have to know them too personally to love them.
So basically, y'all taking the loved one over the 100 strangers.
Yeah.
Yep.
Wow.
And it better be my mama.
Interesting. All right, cool. Better y'all than me. Yeah.
All right. Well,
That's crazy. You're saying you wouldn't do a loved one? You would just take the strangers
It really depends on who it is.
as the loved one?
Yeah. Like 1 versus 100.
I just feel like it's also easier saving one person than trying to save 100 because, like,
No, like
after a while,
say
you're
it's
gonna
just
get
a
tired.
say if it's just a button. Like
okay.
you press this button, it kills 100 people. You press this button, it kills one loved one.
Oh, okay. I'm thinking like it's
You running in the house back and forth.
Yeah, I'm like, bitch, I'm gonna get tired. My lungs gonna probably fill with smoke at some
She
point.
said this is chaotic.
I'm like, I just got through 30 people. I can't do no more.
she said I'm too busy. I'm just picking a one.
like this
She
too.
said fuck all that.
too
Boundaries, bitch.
much. Like at that point, if you can't save yourself, like the fuck, get the fuck out.
But you could say that to the one loved one too.
Nah, not if it's my mama.
That's so funny. The mechanic's outside with my car, and Asta's just like, "Who the fuck is in my dad's car?"
All right.
He's like, that's my car, bitch.
We about to wrap this thing up, but not first before my high moment of the week. So let me tell y'all. The other day, I was in the grocery store, right? And I'm like, I'm trying to get some food. And the heads of lettuce, right? So the iceberg lettuce look real janky, right?
Yeah.
So there was a big old basket over there, and they looked like iceberg lettuces. So I said, oh, maybe those are like the organic ones, or that's the store brand. These are like the official tissue joints. So I just threw the bitches in the little bag, tied it up, brought it home. And then when I started cutting the lettuce to make my wrap, it was really cabbage.
I was just gonna say, you picked up cabbage.
I picked up cabbage.
You nincompoop.
Dweeb.
And
Hey, how you don't know the difference?
I kind of low-key thought it, but I was just like, nah, they not gonna have cabbage over there like that. And
Well, I feel like also too, a lot of places cabbage won't be wrapped. I feel like iceberg lettuce, they usually tend to wrap it.
and it was even in the lettuce joint was like brown already.
Yeah.
Like it looked.
Because people forget, like when you shop, you also have to think about like when you're going that day of shopping, consider how long of a shelf life that item already had.
I also feel like bananas, whenever the bananas are on the shelf, they're like still green, but by
Yeah.
the time I get to my car, they've already started to ripen. It's crazy. It's
Yeah,
like it's like the bananas are like, pick me, like, and they
They're like, fuck you now.
yeah.
Now I'm gonna turn into brown sugar.
Right. I mean, I definitely feel like there's something with the temperatures and how they got it situated where the bananas stay, because yeah, like once they hit your home, it's a different type of
Just last
oxidization
2 days.
that like has commenced in instantaneous speed. That I'm like, god damn.
Word. So yeah, that was my high moment of the day.
Know the difference between
Cabbage
lettuce and
lettuce.
cabbage?
Yeah. So with that being said, I mean, my 15 seconds of fame, y'all rock. We will see you guys March 28th at Red Rock Tavern. Watch party, March Madness games, drinks, food, all the vibes. Come vibe with us, come chill with us. And
only for a mere price of $10.
$10. And if you're not $10, well, you need to get a job. With that being said, discipline is the bridge between goals and accomplishment. So if you ain't got discipline, you ain't got much. That's it. It's my 15 seconds of fame.
My 15 seconds of fame, also echoing the same sentiments. Buy your ticket. I don't know what is happening. Like, we coming up on a pay week of this week. So whenever you see this, you've already been paid. Therefore, you've already should have gotten your ticket with said money from said paycheck. I'm going to leave it there. But also as well, happy almost spring, y'all. For y'all, not for me, because my allergies and shit. I don't like it.
Y'all done got the first lady, man.
Yeah,
But yeah, my 15 seconds of fame. This was dope. Appreciate the topic, Ash. Like I said, it really had me thinking. I'm gonna be thinking about this for the rest of the week.
Oh my gosh. I did my job.
You know.
Think about me.
But yeah, my 15 seconds of fame is honestly protect your peace. Anything that is taken away from your peace, cut it off at the knees. I know I've said it before. I'll probably say it to the day I die. Yeah, right. Just take it out, because I don't know. Sometimes some things is just not worth it in the long run. It may feel like it in the moment, like, it's serving a purpose. It's a means to an end. But if it's taken away from your peace, your mental health, spiritual, physical health, just dead it and find something new.
Because if it's not for you, it's against you.
That part.
And if you're not for us, you're against us. But if you are for us, then see you March 28th at Red Rock Tavern. Buy your tickets. Be there or be a nincompoop. Pow.
Wow.
Dweeb.
Not the nincompoop.
And with that, I always do that. I think I might be dyslexic.